I can't really lie to you. One of the things that I've been really struggling with lately is actually forming discipline in my life and having more self-care. Because as of lately, I feel like the best thing I can work on is self-discipline and self-love. Where I feel like I'm not giving enough to myself. I'm giving so much to other people, helping other people, giving people advice. But at the same time, I just feel like I'm neglecting myself. I'm not going out in nature as much because sometimes I feel like I can't go, or I feel like I'm overworking myself, where I'm constantly working this 9 to 5 job, coming back home, recording videos and whatnot, and finding time for all the other goals and activities I'm trying to fit in, but at the same time, I sometimes don't. And I think where I kind of get mad at myself is because I'm not really fitting in those goals. I'm not taking care of myself. I'm not disciplining myself. And my bad habits kick in, where if I come home after a long day at work, I might see some food, like junk food, and I might go for that and eat it. And then afterwards, I feel a little subconscious about it if I'm trying to lose weight and stop trying to be in this identity of being fat. Because in my past, I struggled with being overweight and obesity. But I think that's one thing that I feel like I'm just struggling with a lot, is self-love and self-discipline. And I really do think it's for a lot of people that on this journey that you have, that on this journey that you're going through, you embark so much obstacles within yourself especially, and then things that you never even knew about yourself, or even sometimes you just run into things where you have to identify what you have to work on, what you have to improve on, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it can be really hard, really draining, and you just feel upset sometimes because you haven't seen the desired results. And I know in my recent videos I said don't beat yourself over it, don't get mad. Believe me, I'm not perfect either. There's days where I go, okay, let me assess this situation of what I'm going in or going through. How can I actually improve it instead of just looping back into the same cycle? How can I become more aware of what I'm doing and make my bad habits not attractive and make the habits I want and desire more attractive, where I can obsess about it, where I can just feel like that is something that needs to be part of my new identity, where I can drop the old things I believe no longer serve me for this version I see myself to be and step into. And how do I let go of these obstacles, these challenges, where I can actually create more discipline in my life? Because I believe that a lot of people in this world, not everyone, need a little bit more discipline in their life. When there's not so much consumerism, there's not so much distractions that take away from that discipline, and so much things that can take away from that self-love. And when I mean self-love, I can mean as easily as taking time for yourself, like doing skincare routines, or eating healthy, working out, doing meditation, going to places that you genuinely love, the walking in the park, biking, musical instruments, it doesn't matter. And when you neglect yourself, when you don't discipline yourself, when you are not taking care of yourself, it's when you start to feel crappy, when you start feeling negative and not feeling great. And that's one of the things I picked up on, is because I'm neglecting that part of myself, I'm starting to feel a little more upset. So I'm making this video in awareness for anyone who's going through that situation, to remember to take care of yourself, to remember not to neglect yourself. And it doesn't matter the situation. And if you are feeling bad, if you're feeling crappy in the situation you are, dust yourself off, pick yourself back up, and remember that this is just a message for yourself to actually start taking care of yourself by putting the goals in front of you that you said you were going to do and you never did. and start taking action on those goals and start taking care of yourself more.